Hi guys, welcome back to OD Simulation Gaming. No engine roar, no exhaust fumes, but stepping on the pedal in this Scania 45S electric, we're going to be getting around 3,500 Newton meters of instant torque into those rear wheels on that drive axle at literally 0 RPM. Guys, today we are going to be testing probably one of the most controversial trucks in ETS2. This is it, the Scania 45S electric. So SCS added this silent little monster to the game, but they've done it with some strict rules. You can't buy it. It's only available in quick jobs. Okay? So before we dive in, let's talk some numbers. 610 horsepower pumping out of those 3 electric motors underneath that grille. Unlike an electric car, the truck actually uses a custom 6-speed automated transmission, so it's not going to melt the battery basically when it pulls 30 odd plus ton of cargo up a hill. So let's dive in to the game. Let's get in and see it in all of its glory. There it is, as I say, unavailable to buy in the game, only available in quick jobs, and SCS have actually capped the route distance that you can take this thing on. I think it's about 350 kilometers you can go. You can't go any further than that. Why, I hear you ask? That is because Europe's map does not have any fast EV chargers at any refueling stations yet. If you do run out of charge or juice in the middle of nowhere, you get stranded, you can call some roadside assistance and they'll come and give you a little bit of a boost at the side of the road. So we'll take you through the cab. Let's turn it on. Straight away you'll notice something is missing down here. There's no RPM gauge. Instead, you've actually over here got what is referred to as an active power flow and battery usage meter. Just going to cycle through the computer here. You'll just notice there 624 kilometers of range, allegedly. Here's the cab. Not much to write home about. Pretty bobby basic. Nothing really to see in here. Usual kind of setup really for a truck. So let me just reorganize my seating position because I like to sit back a little bit further. There we go. Sorted. So let's get some power into this truck and have a little listen at what she sounds like. Almost complete silence. Hardly any noise at all. Instant power. Foot down now. There we go. 30 mile an hour. 35. 40. 45. 50. I said mile an hour. It's actually kilometers an hour. The braking is super sharp. So not only have we got that 3,500 Newton meters of torque available to us literally the minute we put our foot on the pedal, but the regenerative braking on this thing is insane. I'll do an emergency stop. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Stop. That is impressive for a truck. Shouldn't be able to stop a truck that quickly. This one does. So that's pretty cool, actually. Good safety feature, I suppose. Now, interestingly, for any of you out there playing ETS2 with the air brake simulation switched on, do be very careful with this truck because, as we know, idling in a diesel truck will run the air compressor and it will keep providing you with the air for the braking system and such like. If you play with that on the electric and you keep slamming your foot on the brake, you will drain your air pressure completely dry. And we know what that results in, don't we? Your wheels will lock up. Which kind of brings me on to bit of a trick, really, with this truck. So, how do you stop it? 40 tons, if I put my foot flat on the brake and use up all the air, how do I not lock the wheels up? Well, the truck actually engages the retarder, so those electric motors basically reverse their polarity, but they use magnetic resistance to slow the truck down. So I'm by no means a physicist, by the way, but I think I'm right in saying that will save you the air pressure. But if you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the dash, there's a battery percentage there, 98%. When you're generating power, you are actually charging that battery while rolling down as well. So you can regenerate the battery. That's what we mean by regenerative braking. So that's a pretty cool feature. I like that a lot, actually. So we're a right turn here into Cagliari Port. Boom, boom, boom. Over we go. There's the boat. You can get straight on, look. Captain Birdseye has held on for us. Whoops, bit of a bump there. Careful, Ollie. Don't damage the truck now. There we go. Right, let's float ourselves over to Palermo. So we're on Sardinia down here. I'm going to go over to Palermo on the mainland of Italy. Here we are. So let's pull out. Need some lights on, actually. What time are we here? Oops. That's the wrong button. It is... Where's the time? 6:24 in the morning. Oh, that's okay. It's in the morning. All is well. I'm on the wrong side of the road. She's really nimble through the corners, guys, I've got to say. Do let me know what your thoughts are and what you're seeing in the comments. Be great to hear your opinions. And if you're stumbling across this video, a warm welcome to OD Simulation Gaming. Great to have you here. Do hit the like button for me. And if you've got a spare 5 seconds, do hit the subscribe button. Be great to have you with us on the channel for all of our future videos and trucking expeditions, both across Europe and America over on ATS. So this is Palermo, looking rather beautiful, I've got to say. Gorgeous little town. I've got to say, actually, in comparison to the previous electric trucks I've driven on ETS2, this one's actually quite nice. I've driven the electric Renault, the T-Range. That was quite good, but this one's a cut above the rest, I think. It's really quite sweet. Gorgeous sunrise there, look, out the window. It does look nice. So Scania do say that roughly 520 kilometres is a practical range for this truck. That's on a single charge, of course, and I suppose driving in ideal conditions. So, you know, aircon's probably not on, heating's not on, window wipers aren't on, anything that might drain the battery power not turned on. Pretty good for an electric truck, I've got to say, but of course it will always hinge on the weight of the cargo that it's pulling. What is this car going to do down here? Get in my way? No, it's going to let me go. Yeah or not? Thank you very much. Thought we were going to crash into it for a second, but managed to avoid that. So it's probably worth me pointing out as well, this truck It's not new to the game at all. It originally came out in the 1.50 update back in July of 2024. So this has been around for a while now. But I've never actually driven it. Never ever driven it. Pretty sure, just check that. Yeah, so it's a 4x2 configuration, guys. You can see there. That's the chassis on the front I'm talking about there. This truck is only available in that 4x2 chassis layout, probably because of the size of the battery and the length of that battery. So that's taking up a lot of the space where any extra axles may go. Must admit, I do quite like the chilledness of a cab here without the engine roaring. Just the tyre noise, a little bit of wind buffering around the cab, and that sort of whine of that electric motor. Stunning scenery here as well in Italy. Looking excellent. Worth me saying as well, no mods here whatsoever. This is as you can expect to find the game fresh if you download it from Steam, or indeed if you're one of those who are waiting for it to drop into console. Tanker's going to let us out. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Tanker Driver. Being a nice driver. Not often you get that in ETS, is it? I know my friend Roman over at Popcorn Simulation Gaming, we've seen some rather dubious AI driving of late in this game, so always keep your wits about you when you're driving. Police have pulled that chap over there. He's obviously been a little bit on the naughty side. Oh, we've got a car trying to come up the outside of us. Soon blocked him off. Nearly a crash there. So there she is, look guys, the electric Scania. In one of my famous flyby camera modes. It's really hard to drive the truck with this. Especially when you can't see where you're going. Cheers to the bridge. And for anyone out there who is proper into trucks and wants to know some more detail about this, the transmission in this particular truck, it's got a 6-speed automatic box on it, obviously. It's got a 4.17 first gear ratio down to a 0.73 overdrive 6th gear. So in lay terms, that's allowing some very smooth pullaways, some very smooth launches for you as the driver. No dramas, no issues, just very, very smooth. Through the toll booth. Interestingly, the power from those 3 electric motors, it hits the rear wheels through a very special 3.36 axle differential, so designed specifically for this truck. That basically lets those 3 electric motors to spin very efficiently. I think it's up to about 1400 or 1500 RPM when you're cruising, so pretty low really, pretty low RPM, but not too bad at all. Change lanes, really. Shouldn't be over here, should be over the far side. That's annoying, the proximity sensor warning noise. Don't really like that. Could have made that sound nicer, I think. How far have we now got to go? Just 120 kilometres to go. We'll be there in just a couple of minutes, not far to go. Let's have another look outside the cab here. So that's the front axle. Absolutely silent. The cars driving past us are actually noisier than the truck. Again, nice and quiet here in the cab as well. So let's pull up our little widgets. We can see what's going on. Bottom left hand corner, we've got our speed there. You can actually see what that battery flow meter is doing as well. Got 18 tonne of fresh fish in the trailer. And just 99 kilometres to go now. Nice and short video for you to enjoy. Nothing too dramatic. Let's have a look on the outside again and just absorb some of this wonderful graphics in ETS2 and the ever stunning southern part of Italy. Gorgeous part of the world. If you've ever holidayed here, you will know what I'm talking about. Lovely people, fantastic food, and a very chilled way of life down here. So I do wonder how long it will be until SCS decide they're going to put some EV charging ports into the petrol station. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Do you think that's going to be something that ETS decide to do or not? Now keep watching the pillar, guys. There's an orange light on now on that pillar there to the left of the steering wheel. You'll see it again shortly. You'll see the handle just to the left of the steering wheel. You'll see it now. It's on now, yeah, as that coach comes past. So that is a light to advise me, the driver, that there is something in the way. Do not change lanes, whatever you do. It's a visual proximity sensor. Just in case any of you wondered what that was. So another toll booth just to work ourselves through here. Know what it's like over in Europe, don't we, guys? Actually, I'll stay in this lane here because this is the telepass lane, the nice yellow ones. Should be able to just roll straight through, all being well. There we go, thank you very much. £54. Power! As Jeremy Clarkson would say, power. Off we go again. Those 3 electric motors whirring into action. Right, let's do an emergency stop then. Again, we're up to 80 kilometers an hour. Let's get up to 90 k's. And we'll hit the brakes in 3, 2, 1, brake. That is impressive. That's more impressive than the last time we did it. That is unbelievable braking power. I mean, okay, there's only 18 tonne of fish in the back, but to stop a truck that's weighing, you know, 18 tonne of cargo in the back, plus the weight of the tractor unit, plus the weight of the trailer, we're probably grossing out at an easy 30 odd plus tonne here. Let's remember that battery weighs 4 tonne on its own that's powering us. That's mad. Absolutely mad. So we're turning off of the motorway. Down into our delivery address. stunning little area of Italy here. Look at these properties here in the hillside, just nestled away, tucked away in those trees. Messina. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. So how are we doing on battery then, guys? We've got 66% battery remaining. 409 kilometers of range, apparently. I suppose pretty impressive we've only used 34% of the battery. Considering I have given the old pedal a fair old wallop to show you the acceleration. Let's have a race with this truck. Let's see who's... Go, 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 go. Ready? Who's quicker? Oh yeah, look. Us in the electric. So long, suckers. We're off. Tiny little bit of graphical popping here as we're going to go through this red light. A little bit of popping as we go through here. I'm going to just nip through this one as well because I'm going to be lazy. Can't be bothered to sit at red lights all the time. So not been to this part of the map before. That's probably why we're getting a little bit of graphical popping. It does happen the first time that you do drive through some areas. And then obviously that's cached in the memory and it doesn't happen again thereafter, generally speaking. It looks like we've got another ferry to catch then. Didn't even realise we needed to get on another ferry. There we go, right. 20 minutes. Arrival. Oh, we're going to go... Oh, okay, we're going to a little island, look. Didn't even know this little place existed on the map. That's what's taken me by surprise then. Villa San Giovanni. I'm quite intrigued by this now. Villa San Giovanni. Somewhere just up here they want this fresh fish. They're right on the bloody ocean. They could have fished it themselves, but no. They've obviously ordered some from elsewhere. Another great detail of ETS2, guys. All the workers doing a little bit there, bless them. Keeping the wheels of the industry rolling. And here we go. We are in here then. Let's go and see the guys in the office. Get ourselves booked in, see where they want us to park up. There we go. Where do you need it? Where would you like it? Of course you want it in there. Let's see what we can do for you. He doesn't look too happy, does he? They never look happy, the NPCs on here. Nice Thermo King reefer. Wow, wow. Okay, guys. If you drive an electric truck, remember it's just as quick going backwards as it is going forwards. You only need to feather the accelerator. Literally, just feather it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's really fast. Wow, that's a lot harder to do than in a diesel. Normally you get that little bit of a lag with the diesels and you can just correct your turns a little bit easier on a reverse, but not in the electric. There we go. We've arrived. Engine off. There you go. Engine's now off. And we can decouple the trailer and get our money. So there we are, job completed, 224 kilometres covered in this little electric truck, and we've bagged ourselves 5,411 quid. So that wraps up our drive here on ETS2 with the Scania 45S electric. What do you think? Is electric truck in the future of ETS2, or are you going to stick with the classic diesels, those big, powerful, hungry, diesel-sucking V8s? Do let me know down in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing to OD Simulation Gaming for more ETS2 and other simulation content. And do check out the video on screen right now for some more action. For now, thanks for riding along. Keep on trucking, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.